What is going on, guys? This is your boy Az. We are back here. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are having a fantastic morning and a fantastic start to your day. Or if you guys are, diving into this video a little later on in the day, hopefully you guys are having a fantastic day in general. Okay, so let's get you guys caught up here with a couple of things here. First and foremost, as you guys can already see on my screen here, we should be expecting another character being added to the Terror Store. It should based on the timing and the weeks and stuff, it should be Toxin, but then they were a little bit weird with his release a few weeks ago because it was supposed to be Thursday and it ended up being on the Friday. So we may not see anything until maybe tomorrow, but as per rotation, he should be coming up next. And then, of course, as well, Malekith will basically move off into into another slot, and then we should get Angel actually being added into a permanent slot here. And then this actually would tie in well with his leaderboard event, because actually on his leaderboard event, you guys will see here that you can actually get his 7 red unlock here. You can pretty much get that free to play just from doing the event itself by playing raids, and of course as well doing the exalted attacks on the Cosmic Crucible. And the minimum amount of power cores you would basically need to spend is approximately 1,500 power cores, or equivalent to one of those G21 offer orbs that they usually do in the leaderboard event. So if you do one of those, you're going to be pretty much guaranteed a 7 red unlock on Angel. And then I would say, whether or not you decide to partake in the leaderboard or not, because it's literally just diamonds on Wolverine and diamonds on Angel. And I think a lot of people skipped Exalted X-Men. A lot of people didn't really build them up, so this leaderboard may not be applicable. And of course as well, I will take the 7 red here, free to play obviously, if we can, and I will kind of monitor and watch the leaderboards as well here. They did say that they were going to put people in different brackets here for this leaderboard, so I will be doing some tracking on my own here just to see if anything moves around, or if it is indeed something new altogether. So that's kind of the first little tidbit there. So just again, be aware of it. We should get Toxin coming in, and hopefully if not, we will get Angel being added into the permanent slot sooner than later. Second point is our boy Jeffrey. We're going to be bringing him up here because now we've actually got him up to 7 yellow here since the last war payout. And of course as well, it's been taking me 1 million attacks on the retcon dimension, or the redacted dimension, I guess. So we are able to bring him up here. He's going to be useful as well for the upcoming Battle World Maestro. And he is also usable in the Blade Tower as well. So now his value is actually starting to unfold. And at least from my side of things, I have the resources, I have the gold to do it, and I can push him up to tier 20. And as you guys may have seen already in some of my footage against the retcon teams in war, they definitely have my respect. Definitely one of the better war defensive teams. And for sure, I'm going to be bringing him up here. So just kind of keeping you guys... giving you guys an FYI here, in case you were seeing here, hey, what the heck? When did Az bring his Jeff up? So there you go, have it. Also, on another note, the Eclipse event, there's a few days left on it, but yeah, just make sure you guys are using your ISO 8 energy, and make sure you guys are opening these Winter Champions orb, because it's going to be a good source of gold and training materials, and it has been helping out a little bit in terms of if you're trying to work on your champions or your winter guard, which we don't really care about, but if you guys do have them, then at least you can start getting shards on them as well. Same with Darkstar. Actually, Darkstar, Moon Girl, and Nova, they're all usable as well in the upcoming Blade Tower. So definitely does not help if you guys it doesn't hurt. Sorry, it doesn't help. It doesn't hurt if you guys are able to get them up to 7 and get them into diamonds as well here. So that's pretty sweet. Just make sure you guys are using that ISO 8 energy, and if not, I would say just burn up the ones you have. And if you're not using refreshes or anything, that's totally fine too. Just save your power cores, because there is a leaderboard event with the Angel diamonds, whatever, starting today. So you want to save your power cores for that. Last and final thing I'll leave you guys with here is the fact that we should have the Blade Tower tomorrow as well for the next set of floors. And of course as well, keep in mind I already had a video earlier, but I think I'm going to redo another video here, just kind of recapping some of the teams that I'll be utilizing for 7, 8, and 9, and 10, and 11, and 12. And again, as well, I will be doing the same thing I did with the first 6, where we will try not to be using Professor Xavier, and we will also try not to utilize some of the other Omen / Shadow Conclave members, if at all possible. If it's not possible, I can try to maybe figure it out later on. But yeah, I think for the most part, it's gonna be fun for sure. I always enjoy these towers and trying to figure out these puzzles. I think this room here, cell 10, is gonna be very, very difficult because of the Insidious 6 / Sinister 6. And for sure, if you got Professor Xavier, and if you're able to Professor Xavier that room, that's probably the one I would aim for. Every other room looks fairly reasonable. We can symbiote 6 this guy. This one, 11, doesn't look too bad, but you can't use Fantastic Four here because Emma Frost is there to block out the speed. So do not use Fantastic Four on 11. And again, like I said, cell 10, we may use Fantastic Four just to counter their high speeds with our own speeds. And then, yeah, 7, 8, and 9 look very, they look reasonable. They don't look too crazy. I would say cell 8 probably gets a little finicky. If Rogue gets reworked, it might get a little finicky, but right now I think it's fine. Yeah, I think we're gonna try to counter it with our own Apocalypse as well, so that's gonna be fun for sure. Anyways, that's all I got for this one. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys in the next one.